Your weapon is mighty, demon. But now it belongs to Beta Ray Bill!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 strangest Marvel superheroes.
This is obviously no place for an intelligent, sensitive duck.
Thought you could defeat Asgard's warriors? I say thee, ribbit.
Sweet Spanish almonds! He's gonna read our text messages!
For this list, we'll be looking at the weirdest do-gooders that have ever appeared within this fictional universe. Who do you think is the weirdest superhero? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Lockjaw.
Did you crossbreed him with something?
Why would I do that?
The fact that Lockjaw is an extremely large bulldog who occasionally has antennae would be more than enough to qualify him as a strange hero. But since he's part of a race of superpowered beings named Inhumans, he has a couple more quirks. Lockjaw is strong enough to bite down on a steel beam and use it as a weapon. He can also teleport himself and his allies over long distances.
The Grand Hall.
With his powers, the Inhumans can move between their moon home and the Earth in the blink of an eye. If you can accept Lockjaw's abnormal size and various powers, you'll find that you have gained a good dog as a friend, and you'd probably never be late getting anywhere again.
No, not me!
Number 9. 3D Man. Pilot Chuck Chandler managed to stumble upon a Skrull spaceship during a test flight. Although he managed to get away, his body experienced odd side effects from being on the alien craft.
Horrors that you remember and so much that you do not.
When Chuck got back to Earth, his body and mind became trapped in his brother Hal's glasses. But if Hal Chandler concentrates and falls into a coma, Chuck can live again and fight crime as 3D Man for up to 3 hours at a time. The green shape-shifting alien Skrulls are somehow the most normal part of this bizarre origin story. Although we're sure 3D Man means well, we think the siblings should focus more on fixing this odd situation instead of fighting.
And, shortly after that, it really kind of went off the rails.
Number 8. Rocket Racoon.
Some little monster!
Rocket, no one's calling you a monster.
He called me vermin! She called me rodent!
Have you ever wondered how a raccoon learned to communicate and shoot guns? Well, it's a weird story. Originally, Rocket was one of many animals on a planet named Half-World that received enhanced intelligence so that he could take care of mentally ill humans that lived there. Over time, he became a high-ranking law officer that helped defend innocent lives. After Rocket got off the planet for various reasons, he fell in with Star-Lord and became a Guardian.
What's that?
He says, welcome to the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy.
His origin story admittedly varies a bit from adaptation to adaptation, but no matter what causes Rocket to transform from a normal animal, the resulting being is always a strange talking raccoon. Number 7. Howard the Duck.
You don't have any idea what I'm talking about, do you, Mr.
Hello?
Duck?
It's Howard.
Once upon a time, Howard was just another ordinary anthropomorphic waterfowl living in Duck World. But he was mysteriously sent careening from his bird planet to Earth. After arriving on a human planet, he made the best of his situation and decided to live life to the fullest. This duck out of water has been everything from a driver to a private investigator. And while hanging on Earth, he often manages to defy the odds and form a close bond with a human woman named Beverly. Howard's strange adventures have led him to take a human to Duck World and train with Doctor Strange. There's no telling where this bizarre waterfowl will end up next.
That way! Stay low!
Beverly, I'm coming to get you, sweetheart.
Number 6. Groot.
They call it Groot, a humanoid plant that's been traveling recently as 89P13's personal houseplant / muscle.
While Groot is clearly everyone's favorite peculiar tree being in the Marvel Universe, his origins are more of a mystery. he seems to be from a race of beings known as the Flora Colossus that live on Planet X. Although it's hinted that Groot was banished from his unusual home, we still don't know for sure. Despite the fact that the big tree can talk intelligently on Planet X, his vocal cords are so rigid that beings outside the world think he's repeating the same 3 words.
I am Groot.
Well, that's just as fascinating as the first 89 times you told me that. What is wrong with Giving Tree here?
Well, he don't know talking good like me and you. So his vocabularistics is limited to I and am and Groot.
Groot's inability to communicate with most beings hasn't stopped him from growing plants off of his body or regenerating into a completely new being. While he's definitely a weird alien, we still wants to hug this lovable tree.
We are Groot.
Number 5. Phone Ranger. A few atom-sized aliens aimed to take a routine trip on their spaceship. Unfortunately, they ended up trapped inside of a regular human phone. After their tech was infused into the phone, a repairman named A.G. Bell found the device and used it for heroism. The otherworldly equipment let him tap into any cellular device.
We've turned every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone.
And a high-frequency generator receiver.
So he'd listen out for emergencies and arrive on the scene first to save the day as the Phone Ranger. Unfortunately for the phone repairman, his unbelievably absurd origins didn't make him stand out in Marvel Comics. But we will call this bizarre hero the weirdest phone repairman we've ever seen.
Okay, I crossed the line. Sorry.
Number 4. Throg.
You're a frog.
There is only one in all the 9 worlds who could have accomplished such bewitchments.
The Wizard of Oz?
My evil half-brother Loki.
Although Loki turned Thor into a frog for a while, we'd like to highlight another worthy amphibian. Simon Walterson was a normal human until he was cursed to live the life as a hopping animal. While he was an amphibian, he became friends with Frog Thor. When the Thunder God left for Asgard, Simon used a sliver of Mjolnir that was left behind to become Throg.
You are a frog!
Ribbit. Oh, so be it.
This powerful frog managed to rise above his unconventional start to become an enduring character. Throg is allied with the Asgardians of the galaxy, joins the Pet Avengers, and fought rats in Queens. Hey, not every part of an abnormal amphibian's life can be glamorous.
Who me, Mjolnir? Loki, gird thyself, villain!
Number 3. Squirrel Girl.
Squirrels love burritos.
Okay, fine. But the squirrels stay here.
Even Monkey Joe?
We understand if you don't take the strange Squirrel Girl seriously at first. Her big bushy tail, powerful chompers, and ability to talk to squirrels doesn't seem very useful. However, this rodent-themed heroine has an impressive resume.
You back?
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed!
Squirrel Girl and her loyal animal companions have fought Iron Man, defeated Dr. Doom, and may have toppled Thanos. The way she faces dangerous opponents like those with a bright smile and a plucky attitude is odd, yet wonderful. Since Squirrel Girl has useful and unique powers along with a strong legacy, we wonder why this offbeat character hasn't appeared in the MCU yet. It's probably because she would have defeated Thanos in seconds before Infinity War even started.
You're gonna get stomped, Rat Girl!
Rat? Rat? Could a rat do this?
Whoa!
Number 2. Dupe. Dupe allegedly came to be because of a few Cold War experiments, but we have no idea if he was considered a success or failure. On one hand, this floating green gob is incredibly hard to understand and occasionally creepy. But this odd creature also can make copies of seemingly any object and is able to go toe-to-toe with Thor. Thanks to Dupe's weird physiology, he can regenerate and live while his brain is in different places, and he seems to gain new powers and abilities every time we meet up with him. Since Dupe can easily travel to practically wherever he wants, there's no telling where this unusual green blob will show up next.
Brought here from the cosmic reaches of the universe with his faithful space blob, Dupe.
Before we reveal our oddest pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Maggot. Slugs live inside him and come out to consume matter to give him powers like a gross Kirby. Doorman. When he's not summoning skis or collecting souls, his body can be a teleportation portal. Dinosaur. This bright pink dinosaur-like being can use sonic powers, but can't really communicate.
Can we start with why this dinosaur listens to me like a dog?
What do you mean?
It only listens to her and it doesn't listen to me. Okay, that's
unexpected.
Flatman. This literally two-dimensional character is basically a weirder Mr. Fantastic.
Back here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. SpiderHam.
Okay, you found me out. The name's Porker. Peter Porker, aka SpiderHam.
An anthropomorphic pig scientist named May Porker decided to try out her newly invented atomic hairdryer. Unfortunately, she was filled with radioactive energy and bit a nearby spider. The arachnid transformed into an anthropomorphic male pig that still had all his spider instincts. Since this incident also gave May Porker amnesia, she believed he was a nephew of hers named Peter. He decided to roll with it and lived with her while secretly masquerading as SpiderHam. This absolutely insane origin story is fitting for a character as odd as SpiderHam.
He made SpiderHam sound like a failure. Every creature believed it. And soon, so did I. From that moment, I was SpiderHam no more.
Throughout his numerous comics, TV, and film appearances, he's always been the strangest entity in the room. But the confident way SpiderHam embraces his identity makes us cheer for this unlikely pig every time.
The ham is back, baby! High 4!
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Spider Monkey.
Anytime, Hammy!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.